What is up, Raider Nation? It's your boy Simone Raider back with another video, and I know I have been gone for a long time, but the season is finally over and it's time for the offseason, one of my favorite times of the year. I know I kind of miss Raider football, but I'm actually excited for this actual new year because the Raiders, honestly, even though we lost the last game of the season, we're trending upwards and the future is bright, especially with Mike Mayock drafting and John Gruden. And there's a lot of questions going around in Raider Nation, and I just wanted to talk about it. And I just wanted to go over everything that's been going on for like the past 2 weeks or whatnot, because I haven't been doing a video. But with that said, Raider Nation, if this is the first time you're watching this video, then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. With that being said, let's get started with this video.
You tell them one thing, just win, baby.
Raiders finished 7-9 on the season. If you guys don't know, or if you guys haven't followed me for a long time, I actually predicted that at the beginning of the season. When I had my prediction video, I had us going 7-9 because, you know me, I don't like to keep my expectations too high because the Raiders have always let us down. But man, this is pretty crazy because I actually predicted 7-9 and the Raiders went 7-9. If you guys don't believe me, check this out. Now, Raider Nation, before you guys go off on me, like I said at the beginning of this video, I do not want to have my expectations this high. I don't care if this is just a prediction video and you guys just want to see me say 10-6, 9-7, maybe 8-8. That's probably realistic as well, but I'm going on a limb and saying 7-9. Now, I know it was a time where, you know, we thought Antonio Brown was going to be our wide receiver, and I believe this season would have been a bit better if, you know, Antonio Brown didn't turn out to be a clown. The Raiders had a lot of highs and a lot of lows in this year. It was just a roller coaster ride, and everybody, you know, one moment loves Derek Carr, the next moment hates Derek Carr, and I believe that's when we win and when we lose. But, you know, overall, I believe this season was a solid season for the Raiders, a step in the right direction. The last time the Raiders went 4-12, then went 7-9, they went 12-4 the next year. So last year we went 4-12. This year we're 7-9, and next year in Vegas, who knows? But, you know, like I said, I'm really excited about what we're gonna see. There's a lot of key pieces on our team that we can build around, other than Derek Carr, because that is a mixed bag in itself, and I'll get to that a little later. We got the running back of the future with Josh Jacobs. We have our tight end Darren Waller locked in, and Foster Moreau, who's another solid piece, locked in as well. On the defensive side, we got a lot of pieces everywhere, and our defense actually was better than last year. And a lot of people want to talk about Paul Gunther. Relax. When we get the right pieces, believe me, this defense is going to be really good. We have Max Crosby, Cleveland Farrell. We have Ben Sameo, who we picked up in the offseason last year and showed out this year. Trayvon Mullen, who's a solid player as well, a bit inconsistent, but we can build on that. LaMarcus Joyner, he didn't have the big year that we expected him to have, but I don't know why we didn't play him at safety, but, you know, that's beside the point. He's doing his job, trying to familiarize himself with the system. We got Carl Joseph, who's still injured and waiting to come back. We got Jonathan Abram, another guy that's injured and waiting to come back. And then we have Eric Harris, one guy that I believe is a starting safety in this league. He's a solid player. Other than Darren Waller and his tight ends and Josh Jacobs, didn't really have another weapon out there. Tyrell Williams came in the offseason, was a solid player, but he's not a #1 receiver. Everybody else that we tried to fill in, we thought could come in and hopefully be a key piece on this offense, really didn't. Zay Jones came in, Trevor Davis came in and is gone now. Keelan Doss, we got him back from the Jaguars, and he hasn't really done much. Our offensive line is set. We're set at offensive line. Colton Miller. We got Rich Incognito re-signing with the team. We got Rodney Hudson. We got Gabe Jackson. We got Trent Brown. So if we could keep that solid core healthy, then we'll be good. Another guy that I don't want to forget is Alec Ingold. There's people on YouTube that would talk about Alec Ingold like they say he's not ready, or, you know, we should have Keith Smith start over him. But, you know, me, I was harping on it. I said, you know, Alec Ingold is going to be that fullback. But Alec Ingold did a great job this year being that fullback and being that smash mouth player for John Gruden in this offense. This whole season could have been a bit different, you know, and there's 3 games that I want to highlight that could have made this a winnable season. The first game was the Jets game that we had after the bye week. We lost to the Jets 34-3, a horrible loss, a game that a lot of people had us pan to win, but we ended up losing. Another game was the Tennessee Titans game, another winnable matchup, which we ended up losing as well. I don't know what was going on, but that was a winnable matchup that we could easily had, especially and even against the Texans as well. We lost to the Texans 27-24. And one game that really hurts a lot of Raider Nation in their heart is the Jaguars game, the last game in Oakland. The Raiders lost to the Jaguars 20-16, and they didn't do nothing all game until the end of the game when Gardner Minshew scored the last touchdown, and they ended up beating us in Oakland in our last game. We would have been 10-6 right now if we won those 3 games, because this season could have been a whole different season. We did a solid job throughout the whole season proving ourselves. Overall, I think this was a solid season. A lot of people are mad, but you know what? 7-9, we got to move forward. We were 1 game away from 8-8, but that's besides the point. 7-9, solid season. We can only go up from here, hopefully. Moving on. Derek Carr is the biggest topic for a lot of Raider Nation after the season was over. Well, he was the biggest topic throughout the season. Everybody's been talking about Derek Carr, whether he should be the quarterback of the future. And for me, you know what? I'm sticking with Derek Carr, and I've said it throughout the whole season. I'm sticking with Derek Carr through all the highs and lows. If we move on from Derek Carr, I'm fine with that. I don't care. You know, best to him, to wherever he goes, if we were to trade him away. But the scenario where I think what we should do is, I think we should still draft the quarterback. I don't know in the first round, but if we could draft a solid quarterback, a solid backup to maybe be the guy to take over, you know, like an Alex Smith, Colin Kaepernick situation where they drafted Colin Kaepernick to take over Alex Smith once he came in and took over. I believe that's what we should do. I think we should keep Derek Carr and still draft the quarterback, someone to compete with him. Maybe Derek Carr, you know, tries to up his game so he doesn't lose his job, because I believe Derek Carr is still a solid quarterback in this league. Honestly, for the Raiders, that's the big question. I believe if he went somewhere with the right system, the right pieces around him, he could be a solid quarterback in this league and do the right things. Look at Ryan Tannehill. He left the Dolphins, went to a solid team like the Titans, and now he's leading them into the playoffs. Derek Carr is that same kind of guy, and I believe Derek Carr can actually go to another team and be good. As long as he's wearing that silver and black, he's my quarterback. I don't care if you guys want to talk shit about him or whatnot. That's fine. You know, you got your own opinion, but me, I'm still going to stick by him as long as he's wearing the black and silver. Derek Carr is not a perfect quarterback. I believe he's not an elite quarterback, but I believe he's a solid quarterback in his league. And I understand where a lot of people's coming with that. They don't want a mediocre quarterback, and maybe Derek Carr is a mediocre quarterback. I don't know. I just know that we don't have the right pieces around him to take him to the next level. I know there's a lot of quarterbacks out there in the draft that we could target. One of my favorites is Tua Tagovailoa. If we could actually go pick him up, I don't know if we would actually do that. You know, there's Tua, we got Jordan Love, we got Justin Herbert, and I mean, Burrows is obviously gonna get picked number 1 overall, so that's out of the picture. I don't think we're gonna trade up for that. But guys that could fall to us, maybe Tua, maybe Jordan Love, a guy that I slowly been coming on. I think those are some solid quarterbacks. If there's another quarterback, maybe Jake Fromm from Georgia could be a solid quarterback as well. But there's a lot of quarterbacks out there that we could go pick up. There's some in free agency that we could look at as well. Cam Newton, Andy Dalton, you know, those kind of quarterbacks. It just goes a whole different direction. We don't know where our quarterback situation is going to be moving into Vegas, but I believe Derek Carr is still going to be a Raider at the end of the offseason. But I do believe that we're going to pick up another quarterback, whether in free agency or in the draft, to compete with Derek Carr moving into Las Vegas. So that's my thoughts on Derek Carr. So the Raiders are finally going to be going to Las Vegas in that beautiful stadium. The Allegiant Stadium is so beautiful, man. Every time I pass through Las Vegas, man, that thing just stands out, man. That stadium is so beautiful. There's probably the best looking stadium in the league right now. And it's crazy because the San Francisco 49ers or Santa Clara 49ers, their stadium is pretty new as well, but their shit looks shitty compared to ours, and I'm happy with that. Now, the product on the field, that's a whole nother story, but this stadium is just beautiful. I know a lot of people in Oakland would have rather have that in Oakland, but I honestly don't think that kind of stadium would have been done in Oakland. But with that being said, man, this stadium is beautiful. Raider fans, what do you guys think about that? Are you still going to be a fan of the Raiders when they're in Vegas? You guys know me. I don't give a fuck where they go. As long as they're the Raiders, as long as their names are the Raiders, I'm gonna be a Raider fan because that's what I am. I know a lot of people, Dr. Death, want to talk shit about the Raiders when they leave and whatnot. You're irrelevant. Anywho, the Raiders, man, they deserve a stadium, and it's crazy to finally call this thing their home. Now, like I said, are you guys gonna be a Raider fan still in Las Vegas? And if so, are you guys gonna go to any games? If you guys gonna go to the 2020 draft, then I'll probably meet you guys, because I'm actually gonna go to the 2020 NFL draft in Las Vegas, and I'm gonna catch the very first game in Las Vegas for the Raiders. And hopefully, man, this is just the start of a new era. Everybody's calling this thing the Death Star, which is crazy in itself. And a lot of people say, you know, the Death Star got blown up so many times, so I mean, we stay away from that fact. Anywho, this is a beautiful stadium, and I just cannot wait to see my Raiders play in Allegiant Stadium. It's gonna be a good offseason. I get excited. Last year when I started going hard on this channel in the offseason, man, we grew so much. So this year I'm gonna try to do as much as I can this offseason to get to you guys and get more video out there and more content for you guys. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, then please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification icon button, just so you guys can be notified when I drop one of those videos or even future videos. And if you guys enjoyed this video, then please smash that like button. I would gladly appreciate it. With that being said, this is your boy Samoan Raider, and your boy is yeah.